Archaeologists have begun a major new excavation of the Roman city of Pompeii.
In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted, burying the thriving city of Pompeii beneath a sea of ash.
We have two women and are totally destroyed by the collapse of the roof.
But the city's story didn't end there. Archaeologists continue to unearth its secrets, revealing vibrant frescoes, intricate mosaics, and everyday objects that offer a glimpse into life in ancient Rome.
And then these quite small, intricate paintings.
Join us as we show you the recent extraordinary discoveries in the city frozen in time, Pompeii. Opulent residents and exquisite frescoes. Regio 9, a bustling center of commerce and industry in Pompeii's northeastern quadrant, was home to a variety of businesses, workshops, and residences. Recent excavations, which began just over a year ago, have yielded exciting new insights into this fascinating area. Chief among these finds is the unearthing of a grand, opulent residence, its walls adorned with breathtaking frescoes that transport the viewer into the realm of Greek mythology. The centerpiece of this extraordinary dwelling is the Black Room, a space so named for its striking ebony-hued walls. Within this chamber, exquisite frescoes depict scenes of epic proportions, from the god Apollo's passionate pursuit of the Trojan priestess Cassandra to the fateful meeting of Prince Paris and the beautiful Helen, an encounter that would ultimately seal the doom of Troy. The artistry of these frescoes is nothing short of remarkable, with the figures seemingly springing to life amidst the play of light and shadow upon the walls. Complementing the Black Room's mythological tableau is a mosaic floor of unparalleled craftsmanship. Composed of over 1 million individual white tiles, this intricate masterpiece speaks volumes about the wealth and status of the residence's owner, who would have undoubtedly been a prominent figure in Pompeian society. Leda and the Swan. Latest discoveries at Pompeii's Insula 10 include incredible wall paintings. Among the many artistic treasures unearthed in Pompeii, a captivating fresco depicting the mythological tale of Leda and the Swan has captured the imagination of archaeologists and art enthusiasts alike. This sensual and evocative work of art showcases the union of Leda, the queen of Sparta, with the god Zeus, who has taken the form of a majestic swan. The fresco, with its fluid lines and delicate rendering, brings to life the moment of intimate embrace between the mortal woman and the divine being. It is a scene laden with symbolism and illusion, for the offspring of this legendary coupling would be none other than Helen of Troy, whose beauty would launch 1,000 ships and ignite the Trojan War. The discovery of this fresco adds another layer to the rich tapestry of mythological imagery that adorned the walls of Pompeii's villas and public spaces, offering insight into the cultural and artistic sensibilities of the city's inhabitants. Equally remarkable is the painstaking reconstruction of a shattered ceiling fresco, a monumental task undertaken by archaeologists determined to piece together the fragments of this ancient masterpiece. The fresco, which had been smashed into countless pieces by the force of the eruption, was carefully laid out like a jigsaw puzzle on a large table at the excavation site. Despite the challenges posed by the fragmented state of the fresco, the archaeologists persevered, meticulously reassembling the intricate design to reveal a breathtaking tableau of landscapes, Egyptian-inspired characters, bountiful foods, flowers, and imposing theatrical masks. The unknown date. For centuries, the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius that sealed the fate of Pompeii was believed to have occurred on August 24, 79 AD. However, recent archaeological discoveries have begun to challenge this long-held assumption, suggesting that the cataclysmic event may have taken place later in the year, possibly in October or November. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence supporting this revised timeline is an inscription found amidst the ongoing renovation works in the ancient city. This tantalizing clue, scribbled in charcoal on a white wall, employs the Roman dating system to mark the date as October 17, a stark contrast to the traditional August date. The ephemeral nature of the charcoal medium indicates that this inscription was not intended to endure, but rather served as a temporary note left by workers in the midst of a renovation project. Further bolstering this theory are the well-preserved remains of autumnal fruits and substantial clothing found among the ruins, items that seem incongruous with the scorching August climate typically associated with the region. The presence of these artifacts hints at a later, cooler season, more consistent with the revised October or November timeframe. As archaeologists and historians continue to delve deeper into the mysteries of Pompeii, the exact date of the eruption remains a topic of ongoing research and debate. The emerging evidence, however, paints a compelling picture of a city caught in the midst of renewal and activity, perhaps just on the cusp of the cooler months, when the fury of Vesuvius rained down upon it, forever altering the course of history. The warnings that went unheeded. In the years leading up to the cataclysmic eruption of Mount Vesuvius, the inhabitants of Pompeii were not without warning of the impending disaster. The signs were there, etched in the very earth beneath their feet and the skies above their heads. But tragically, they went largely unheeded. The first and most ominous portent came in the form of a massive earthquake that struck the region in 62 AD, a full 17 years before the eruption that would seal Pompeii's fate. This seismic upheaval, which toppled buildings, shattered aqueducts, and claimed countless lives, should have served as a stark warning of the latent power that lurked beneath the surface of the seemingly peaceful mountain. Yet, as the dust settled and the wounds began to heal, the people of Pompeii gradually returned to their daily routines, rebuilding their homes and businesses as if nothing had happened. In the days and weeks leading up to the eruption itself, the signs became even more unmistakable. The ground began to tremble with increasing frequency, sending shudders through the very foundations of the city. The water in wells and springs mysteriously vanished, as if drained by an unseen hand. The air grew thick and heavy with the stench of sulfur, a noxious blend that seared the lungs and stung the eyes. And yet, despite these ominous portents, life in Pompeii went on as usual, with its citizens blissfully unaware of the fate that awaited them. The staggering power of the Vesuvius eruption. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD was a cataclysmic event of unimaginable proportions, unleashing a level of destruction that dwarfs even the most devastating man-made disasters of the modern era. As scientists have delved deeper into the geological and historical records, a startling picture has emerged of the sheer magnitude of the forces that were unleashed upon the unsuspecting inhabitants of Pompeii and the surrounding region. At the heart of this chilling revelation lies a comparison that redefines our understanding of nature's fury. Experts now estimate that the thermal energy unleashed by Vesuvius during its cataclysmic awakening was a staggering 100,000 times greater than the atomic bomb that leveled Hiroshima in 1955. Imagine the Hiroshima bomb, unleashing the force of 15 kilotons of TNT and obliterating a city in mere seconds. Now, amplify that devastation by a factor of 100,000. That's the incomprehensible power Vesuvius unleashed, an unfathomable 1.5 million tons of TNT equivalent. The speed and violence of the pyroclastic flows that surged down Vesuvius's slopes were equally terrifying. This incandescent avalanche of gas and debris raced with unimaginable speed, exceeding 100 miles per hour, and incinerating everything in its path with temperatures soaring to 300 degrees Celsius. For the unsuspecting inhabitants of Pompeii, caught in this hellish onslaught, there was no refuge, no escape. 15 minutes of annihilation. In a startling revelation that has sent shockwaves through the archaeological community, scientists have recently discovered that the cataclysmic eruption of Mount Vesuvius unleashed its deadly fury upon the unsuspecting inhabitants of Pompeii in a mere 15 minutes. As the team of experts meticulously examined the contorted poses and agonized expressions of the victims, a grim picture began to emerge. From the hunched forms of those desperately seeking shelter to the outstretched arms of parents trying in vain to shield their children, the casts bear mute witness to the terror and desperation that gripped Pompeii in its final moments. The haunting tableau, forever frozen in time, speaks to the raw, primal emotions that consumed the city's inhabitants as they confronted the unimaginable horror of their impending doom. To unravel the timeline of this ancient catastrophe, scientists turned to the cutting-edge tools of modern volcanology. By analyzing the distribution and composition of the ash and pumice that blanketed the city, they were able to reconstruct the deadly path of the pyroclastic flows, the searing high-speed avalanches of gas, rock, and ash that swept down the slopes of Vesuvius with devastating force. The results were nothing short of staggering. From the moment the volcano unleashed its fury to the final terrible silence that fell over Pompeii, a mere quarter of an hour had elapsed. The mystical shrine. In the heart of Pompeii's labyrinthine streets, archaeologists have uncovered an extraordinary treasure, a remarkably well-preserved ancient shrine, or lararium, that offers an intimate glimpse into the religious beliefs and domestic rituals of the city's inhabitants. The lararium, believed to have been a private shrine within a wealthy residence, is adorned with an astonishing array of intricate frescoes that depict a pantheon of gods, mythological creatures, and symbolic elements. From the majestic figures of Jupiter and Venus to the enigmatic presence of Egyptian deities like Anubis, the paintings showcase the rich tapestry of religious influences that permeated Roman society. Among the most striking images are the twin serpents that flank the altar, their sinuous forms rendered in vibrant shades of green and gold. These sacred snakes, often associated with the genius loci, or protective spirit of the household, evoke the deeply held belief in the divine forces that watched over the domestic sphere. Other frescoes depict an assortment of animals, including a peacock, birds, and a fierce wild boar locked in battle with golden beasts. These vivid scenes, along with the image of a man-dog hybrid figure, contribute to the shrine's aura of mystery and otherworldly power. The tragic fate of newborn. Among the countless heart-wrenching scenes unearthed in the ruins of Pompeii, few are as poignant and gut-wrenching as the discovery of the remains of a newborn baby and a pregnant woman. In one harrowing instance, archaeologists uncovered the skeletal remains of a woman, her body positioned in a manner suggesting that she had given birth amidst the chaos and destruction of the eruption. Another excavation site revealed the remains of a pregnant woman, her round belly clearly visible in the plaster cast that preserved her final moments. Studies indicate that she was approximately 36 weeks into her pregnancy, on the cusp of bringing new life into the world when the volcanic onslaught cut short both her future and that of her unborn child. Pliny the Younger's vivid eyewitness account. Our understanding of the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD and its devastating impact on Pompeii is greatly enriched by the vivid eyewitness account left by Pliny the Younger, a Roman lawyer and author who witnessed the event from across the Bay of Naples. In a series of letters addressed to the historian Tacitus, Pliny meticulously chronicled the unfolding disaster, providing a harrowing and deeply personal perspective on the cataclysm that engulfed the ancient city. His account begins with the ominous signs that preceded the eruption. The appearance of a massive, unusual cloud rising from the volcano, which his uncle, the renowned naturalist Pliny the Elder, set out to investigate more closely. Pliny the Younger's letters paint a vivid picture of the terror and confusion that gripped the region as the eruption intensified. He describes the darkness that descended upon the land as the ash cloud blotted out the sun, the raining down of pumice stones and debris, and the desperate attempts of the populace to flee the impending doom. His account also provides a poignant glimpse into the personal tragedy that unfolded amidst the larger catastrophe. Pliny the Elder, who had ventured closer to the volcano in an attempt to rescue those in peril, ultimately perished in the eruption, his heroic efforts cut short by the overwhelming force of nature. The embracing lovers. In the early 20th century, archaeologists unearthed a poignant and unforgettable scene amidst the ruins of Pompeii. Two individuals locked in an eternal embrace, their final moments forever preserved by the catastrophic eruption. This striking discovery, initially believed to depict a pair of lovers or perhaps two young women, has captured the imagination of people worldwide, prompting speculation about the nature of their relationship and the tragic circumstances that brought them together in death. However, recent scientific analysis, including groundbreaking DNA testing, has revealed a surprising twist to this enduring mystery. Rather than a couple bound by romantic love, the remains belong to two men who were not biologically related. This revelation has sparked new questions and theories about the complex social and personal bonds that existed within Pompeian society. Were these men close friends, their embrace a symbol of the deep platonic affection that can arise between individuals? Could they have been fellow soldiers, comrades in arms who faced the apocalyptic eruption side by side? Or perhaps, as some scholars have suggested, their relationship was one of a more intimate nature. The ambiguity surrounding the true nature of their bond only adds to the poignancy and enduring allure of the embracing lovers of Pompeii. The casts of Pompeii. Among the most haunting and poignant relics of Pompeii are the plaster casts that capture the final moments of the city's doomed inhabitants. These eerie sculptures, created by filling the voids left by decomposed bodies in the hardened ash, offer an unparalleled glimpse into the human tragedy that unfolded during the cataclysmic eruption of Mount Vesuvius. The mastermind behind this groundbreaking technique was Giuseppe Fiorelli, an Italian archaeologist who, in the mid-19th century, revolutionized the study of Pompeii's victims. By carefully pouring plaster into the hollows that once contained human remains, Fiorelli and his team were able to create stunningly lifelike representations of the men, women, and children who perished in the disaster. The resulting casts, numbering in the hundreds, embody the agony and terror experienced by Pompeii's residents in their final moments. From the contorted poses of those who suffocated in the toxic fumes to the heart-wrenching embrace of lovers and families, these sculptures give voice to the voiceless, allowing us to bear witness to the human cost of the tragedy. A headless victim. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time is a cruel twist of fate that has befallen countless individuals throughout history. Yet perhaps no one embodies this tragic reality more starkly than the unluckiest man of Pompeii, whose gruesome, headless demise beneath a massive stone block has long symbolized the merciless whims of fate. However, recent scientific scrutiny has challenged this enduring narrative, revealing a more intricate and nuanced account of this victim's final moments. The remains found lying prone beneath a formidable 300-pound block of stone were initially assumed to have been crushed by the impact of the falling debris. The dramatic image of a helpless victim, his life brutally cut short by a cruel twist of fortune, became an enduring emblem of Pompeii's tragic demise. However, a closer examination of the remains by a team of archaeologists and forensic experts has yielded surprising new insights. Contrary to popular belief, the man's skull was found to be intact and unscathed, suggesting that the stone block, rather than striking a fatal blow, may have simply landed near the body after the victim had already succumbed to the toxic fumes and searing heat of the pyroclastic flow. The fate of guard dog. Among the many poignant and heart-wrenching stories that have emerged from the ashes of Pompeii, few are as emotionally charged as the tale of the city's canine victims, forever immortalized in the haunting plaster casts that capture their final moments. One of the most famous and emotionally resonant of these casts is that of a dog, its muscular form contorted in a desperate struggle against the chain that tethered it to a post in the courtyard of a once grand villa. The dog, believed to have been a guard animal charged with protecting the property of its wealthy owner, was left behind to face the apocalyptic fury of the volcano, unable to escape the suffocating ash and toxic fumes that engulfed the city. The cast offers a heartbreaking glimpse into the dog's final moments. Its body, twisted in a futile attempt to break free from its bonds, conveys an unmistakable sense of terror and desperation. Garden of Fugitives. In the heart of Pompeii's ancient ruins lies the hauntingly beautiful and profoundly poignant Garden of the Fugitives. This once tranquil oasis, forever associated with the desperate final moments of those who sought refuge, offers a powerful glimpse into the lives and deaths of Pompeii's doomed inhabitants. The garden, located in the Porta Nocera necropolis just inside the city walls, was once a lush and verdant sanctuary, its manicured hedges and vibrant flowers offering a serene respite from the bustle of urban life. However, on that fateful day, as the sky darkened and the earth trembled beneath the fury of the awakening volcano, this peaceful haven became a scene of unimaginable horror and despair. As the toxic fumes and searing heat of the pyroclastic flow surged through the city streets, a group of 13 individuals, ranging in age from children to adults, sought desperate shelter within the garden's walls. Huddled together against the stone barrier, they clung to each other in a final, futile attempt to escape the relentless onslaught of ash and pumice that rained down upon them. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Latest discoveries at Pompeii's Insula 10 include incredible wall paintings. The wall paintings of Pompeii offer a captivating glimpse into the ancient world, and those discovered in Insula 10 are particularly intriguing. These artworks depict humanoid figures that some experts believe to be symbolic representations of mythological godly beings Bacchus and Venus. However, others have proposed the more radical theory that these paintings could be depictions of extraterrestrial beings. Adding to the mystery are the haunting casts of the people who tragically lost their lives on that fateful day, frozen in time on the very floor where these enigmatic paintings were discovered. This juxtaposition of beauty and tragedy makes the story of Pompeii all the more compelling. What are your thoughts on these mysterious figures? Share your theories in the comments. Pompeii and bread. In the vibrant tapestry of daily life in ancient Pompeii, few staples held as much significance as bread. This humble yet essential food, deeply woven into the fabric of Roman society, has left an indelible mark on the archaeological record of the ill-fated city, offering a fascinating glimpse into the culinary traditions and social dynamics that shaped the lives of its inhabitants. Across the sprawling ruins of Pompeii, the remnants of no fewer than 40 bakeries have been uncovered, each revealing the central role that bread played in the city's bustling economy. From the charred remains of loaves, perfectly preserved in the heat of the ovens, to the intricate frescoes depicting the baking process, these discoveries paint a vivid picture of a society deeply invested in the production and consumption of this staple food. The largest of these bakeries, an impressive feat of ancient engineering, boasted an array of sophisticated equipment, including several mills, a dough mixing machine, and an immense oven capable of churning out an astonishing 2,000 loaves per day. This industrial-scale production, coupled with the exquisite craftsmanship evident in the recovered loaves, underscores the skill and dedication of Pompeii's bakers and the high standards to which they held their trade. The loaves themselves, typically measuring around 10 inches in diameter and weighing in at a substantial 2.2 pounds, were often adorned with an array of fruits, nuts, and seeds, revealing a level of culinary creativity that belies the notion of bread as a mere subsistence food. The candid scribblings. In the shadow of Pompeii's grand villas and bustling streets, a hidden world of everyday thoughts, desires, and emotions has been brought to light through the discovery of a vast trove of ancient graffiti. These candid scribblings, etched onto the walls of homes, shops, and public spaces, offer an unparalleled glimpse into the minds and hearts of the city's inhabitants, revealing a rich tapestry of human experience that transcends centuries. As archaeologists and epigraphers painstakingly decipher the faded and fragmented texts, a picture emerges of a society not so different from our own. From declarations of love and political slogans to bawdy jokes and philosophical musings, the graffiti of Pompeii runs the gamut of human expression, capturing the hopes, fears, and aspirations of a people whose voices have long been lost to history. In one poignant example, a lovelorn paramour pours out their heart on the wall of a tavern, proclaiming, "If only I could hold your little arms and kiss your tender lips." This touching sentiment, scrawled in a moment of passion, reveals the timeless power of love to move the human soul, even when faced with adversity. Elsewhere, the walls bear witness to the petty rivalries and political intrigues that animated Pompeian society. Slogans touting the virtues of rival candidates jostle for space with crude insults and scathing indictments of corrupt officials, offering a rare and unfiltered view of the cut and thrust of ancient electoral politics. Culinary delights. In the vibrant streets of ancient Pompeii, a culinary revolution was taking place, as evidenced by the discovery of a remarkably well-preserved thermopolium, a type of fast food establishment that catered to the city's bustling populace. This extraordinary find, which has shed new light on the gastronomic habits and social dynamics of the Roman world, offers a tantalizing glimpse into the daily lives of Pompeii's inhabitants and the central role that food played in their society. The thermopolium, a sprawling complex of counters, ovens, and seating areas, was a bustling hub in the heart of the city, drawing customers from all walks of life with its enticing aromas and sizzling delicacies. The diverse menu showcased the skill and creativity of Pompeii's culinary artisans, who worked tirelessly to satisfy the varied tastes and appetites of their patrons, offering everything from seared seafood and savory stews to freshly baked bread and fragrant herbs. One of the most striking features of the thermopolium is the intricate mosaic that adorns its front counter, a dazzling array of colorful tiles depicting a cornucopia of ingredients and dishes. The Stabian Baths. In the heart of ancient Pompeii, a marvel of Roman engineering and opulence has been brought to light. The Stabian Baths, a sprawling complex of pools, steam rooms, and lavishly decorated halls that served as a social hub and sanctuary for the city's elite. Dating back to the 2nd century BC, this extraordinary site offers a vivid glimpse into the refined tastes and sophisticated technologies of a civilization at the height of its power. From the soaring vaulted ceilings to the intricate mosaics that adorn the floors, every inch of the complex speaks to the wealth and ambition of its creators, who spared no expense in crafting a space that would awe and inspire all who entered it. At the heart of the baths lie the caldarium, tepidarium, and frigidarium, a series of pools and chambers designed to offer a full range of bathing experiences, from the soothing warmth of the hot room to the bracing chill of the cold plunge. But Stabian baths wasn't just a place to wash and relax. They were also a crucible of social interaction, where the city's elite could gather to gossip, network, and forge alliances. In the richly decorated halls and lounges that surrounded the pools, one can almost hear the murmur of conversation and the clink of wine glasses as patrons reclined on plush couches and savored the fruits of their success. Remarkable dental health. In a surprising revelation that challenges our preconceptions about dental hygiene in the ancient world, recent studies have shown that the majority of Pompeii's inhabitants boasted remarkably healthy teeth. This unexpected finding has prompted researchers to delve deeper into the factors that contributed to the impressive oral health of the city's residents. One key element in the Pompeians' dental success was their diet, which differed significantly from the sugar-laden, processed fare that dominates modern diets. The ancient Pompeians subsisted primarily on a Mediterranean diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, with minimal consumption of refined sugars. This dietary pattern, combined with the natural abrasiveness of their food, played a crucial role in preventing tooth decay and maintaining strong, healthy teeth. Another unexpected factor that likely contributed to the Pompeians' exceptional dental health was the unique environment in which they lived. The air and water in the region surrounding Mount Vesuvius contained elevated levels of fluorine, a mineral known to strengthen tooth enamel and protect against cavities. This naturally occurring fluoride, released by the volcanic activity of Vesuvius, may have inadvertently provided the ancient Pompeians with an added layer of protection against dental deterioration. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.